Hello, my viewers. Welcome back to the channel. My video title of this video is about NFL wildcard playoff picks. I'll be going through each of the games, and giving my picks and giving why I think the team I picked should win. Starting off first, the first game of the week is a matchup between the Seahawks and the 49ers. Geno Smith for the Seahawks, had a good season this year. The Seahawks kind of fell apart a little bit at the end of the year. A little bit had some lost to the Panthers. They had some losses. Some games they should have probably won. Geno Smith is the Pro Bowler this year. He broke the record for the most passing yards by a Seahawks quarterback. I think he was like 69 completion percentage or 70 completion percentage. He was a player of the month one time. So Geno Smith had a good season. This is his best season of his career. He's heading into San Francisco, a 49ers defense that's been very good, a very good defense, and the defense has been, getting the pressure there has been crazy. And Geno Smith is the most sacked quarterback this season, so it's going to be very tough and very difficult trying to stop the 49ers and Nick Bosa and them guys coming in trying to destroy you. And the 49ers play that old school style football. They're going to get to you, and they're going to run that ball. And they're going to run it well. And Brock Purdy is not too bad himself. He's actually a pretty good quarterback, making the right decision, making the right plays. And not just like, he kind of like a game manager. He actually, in my opinion, I think he's more a complimentary quarterback like that. And I wouldn't see him as like I wouldn't say he's like good or great, but he's pretty good like that. And he go out there and make the right throws, make the right plays. And Shanahan gave him the full, give him the car keys fully and let him go around and drive around the block himself. He's in the passenger seat with him. He's still got his permit, so he's riding with him in the passenger seat. But I think eventually in the playoffs, eventually you probably have to do that like that. Not this first round, because the Seahawks, I feel like the 49ers should win this game pretty comfortably. But I don't think it's going to be a blowout, but I think the 49ers should win this game be comfortably. I'm giving the score probably 28. I say 28-17, around that range, like around that type of score. But I feel like in the later rounds, Brock Purdy they'll have to take the training wheels off Brock Purdy and be like, okay, you go out there and try to let loose like that. But we know he has some good games, but eventually you're gonna have to you might fall behind, because some of the teams over there, a team like the Eagles, you might have to play and you might have to let loose a little bit to try to get past them like that. But I got the 49ers win this game 28-17. I thought the Seahawks will go out there and they'll keep it a little close early on, but I feel like the Niners will pull away in the end and just kind of milk the clock out with the running scheme they have, and the pressure will be too much for Geno Smith and the Seahawks. But hopefully the Seahawks make it more competitive than that, make it better than that. It's any given Sunday. I'm just picking the 49ers based off what they've shown throughout the season. But you never know what can happen in the playoffs. You never know how people respond, and when the game's on the line, it's like that. So we're gonna see how the 49ers gonna respond. That if the 7th-round pick quarterback, the last pick of the draft, we're gonna see how he's gonna step in there and respond. He's responded so well. He's like 5-0 so far as a starter. So we're gonna see how all the guys respond together. But yeah, I got the 49ers winning this game. The next game on the list is the Jaguars and Chargers. In my opinion, I know a lot of people circulating around. I was seeing it earlier too. Undisputed. They were talking about the QB rankings, and someone put Trevor Lawrence in front of Herbert. I'm not going that far just yet. I like Justin Herbert a lot. I like Trevor Lawrence a lot too. Trevor Lawrence is a great quarterback too. Good quarterback, and he's on his way to being elite level too, and definitely a top 10 guy. But I'm gonna go Justin Herbert over Trevor Lawrence in that type of debate. Justin Herbert came in, doing that and destroying and dominating. I think he held the record for the most passing touchdowns by a rookie quarterback ever, too, as well. Justin Herbert came in doing that amazing stuff like that. And this year, I expected the Chargers to have a better record. I expected them to at least win 12 games. I know some of the play calling hasn't been the best for the Chargers. I know they said Lombardi was calling some iffy plays. I've seen some plays, like that one play they was playing against the Dolphins that one game on Sunday night, and he called like some weird receiver, like motion screen type of pass. Instead of just throwing it to the sticks, if you're going for it on 4th down, or you're going for it, throw it to the line of the game. Don't try to throw it behind and extra stuff. I feel like he just need to let loose and just sit back and be like, okay, this is Justin Herbert do what he did in the past. I feel like Justin Herbert is, of course, still great. It's probably his worst career. I'm not saying it's a bad not worst career, worst season. I'm not saying it's a bad season, but out of all the other seasons you've seen him, the way he was passing the ball and stuff like this, is his probably worst season out of the other ones, comparing to other ones, because the play calling has not been the best. But he still has some great numbers, still has some great stats. And I feel like the Chargers should come in and win this game. But don't sleep on the Jaguars. I picked the Jaguars. If you guys been watching and keeping up, I picked the Jaguars to win against the Cowboys. I picked them to win, I think the last 3 or 4 games, I picked the Jaguars to win out like that. Because Jaguars was a team that I feel like, if you watch their games, all their losses, most of their losses were very close. There were some close losses they had. Some very close losses. I know the Lions one was a blowout, but most of the other ones was like very close. That Giants one they had, it could easily been at, and the things at the goal line, they got stopped. They could easily be at 10 or 11 wins, or maybe 12 wins like that. So the Jaguars and has done a good job at recovering late in the season, and Doug Peterson has done a great job coming in and putting Trevor Lawrence in the right position to succeed and showing why he is one of the highly drafted players since Peyton Manning and since Andrew Luck, like that. So we're gonna see a great battle between two great quarterbacks who have great hair and who are 6'6". And I think Justin Herbert is gonna win this. I think him and the Chargers are gonna win this. Mike Evans, Keenan Allen gonna be there. Not Mike Evans, Mike Williams. Mike Williams got a back injury, so hopefully Mike Williams is ready to go. And Austin Eckler is a guy who is very crafty. I feel like he has some super explosiveness. That the way he get the ball and he just bursts off and he be breaking tackles left and right. Plays every guitar in the end zone. The Chargers defense is still a little questionable. At times, I thought it was gonna be better than what it was because J.C. Jackson was a guy they went out there and got, and he started off bad. He got injured and stuff like that. So hopefully the Chargers can get back to that level, and hopefully they come to play real good. The one period of time when they had the secondary in, the backups in, they was playing well, I think, in the secondary. So hopefully, maybe they should go that approach in the playoffs. I don't know, but I got the Chargers winning this game. I would say the score would be 27-23. It's gonna be a close game. The next game I believe is the Dolphins and the Bills, which is on Sunday at 12 o'clock. I have the Bills winning that game. I can't see Skylar Thompson going in to Buffalo and beating Josh Allen them. Now, if Tua was in the lineup, you probably have a better case. I still pick the Bills, but I think it'd be a better game. But now you never know what could happen. I know it's any given Sunday. It'd be crazy to see Skylar Thompson go out there and beat the Bills, and some crazy things happen. We've seen some crazy things happen before. Remember last year, the 49ers, the block punts and the crazy stuff that was happening, and they beat Aaron Rodgers on Packers, who was the first seed. We've seen crazy things happen. So I'm not saying that will happen. Most likely the Bills will handle business. I have the Bills winning that game 33-14 and a blowout. And maybe next year when Tua get healthy or whatever quarterback they're going to have next year, and the health is better for the Dolphins, they have a better chance to compete in the playoffs. Moving on to the next game. I believe the next game after that is the Ravens and the Bengals. Ravens and Bengals. The Ravens, well, actually, no. It's the Giants and the Vikings at 3 o'clock, I think. Yeah, the Ravens and Bengals at that same night game. The Giants and the Vikings, I will have the Vikings winning that game. I know people have the Giants winning. They said the Vikings are a little shaky because they win a lot of close games and they're not the best team to finish. Sometimes when they get blown out too. Most of their losses were like blowout losses. Kirk Cousins turn the ball over. But I can't see the Giants beating them. Now I do love I love how Brian Daboll has got this team back to the level and the standing of a true. The true Giants team. Like the Giants is a great franchise, a great organization. I think he got them back to that level of standing of being like a high-class franchise. And Brian Daboll has done a great job in bringing out some of the best of Daniel Jones. He'll throw 17 touchdown passes this year, but his receiving core is not the best. Maybe they go out there and I know DJ Hopkins is on the trade market, I think. So maybe they go out there and trade for DJ Hopkins or trade for somebody else. I don't know. But I feel like Daniel Jones, he did let loose a little bit when he put the Vikings last time through 300 yards. Maybe they let him get let loose again because the Vikings secondary is not the best secondary in the world. So you can put some points on them. We've seen other teams around the league do it before. The Colts even did it. Remember, they was going out there and there was a lot of defensive stuff they had going too. But sometimes you can maybe try to tip the ball a certain way. Kirk Cousins, his turnovers are contagious. I think he has 14 interceptions this year. So you never know what could happen. But I got the Vikings win this game in a close one. I say the score would be, let me see, 31-28. 31-28. Next game is the Ravens and the Bengals. In that game, I have now Lamar Jackson was playing, I would have the Ravens. I picked the Ravens to win that game. I feel like it'd be very close. The Bengals had in the past, had beat Joe Burrow a lot. And he beat them this past time. Tyler Huntley was in. But most of the time, the Bengals always lose to the Ravens for some reason. I don't know how. But I think that I'll pick the Bengals in this game. Even the Ravens got Tyler Huntley. Tyler Huntley is not good enough to beat Joe Burrow and them. I think the score will probably be if Lamar don't play. Most likely he won't play because he hasn't shown practice in 15 weeks or something. So I say the score would be probably 35-17. It'll be a blowout. Because when the Bengals put their foot in the gas and Burrow and them put their foot in the gas, And Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, those guys don't let up. They just keep going, keep firing. So I think the score will be 35 to like 14 or something. 35 to 17. I'm gonna say 17. 35-17 would be the score in my opinion. But Lamar Jackson's playing, I'll pick the Ravens to win. A closer game, like 28-24, and they win by a field goal or something. But Lamar will not be playing most likely. He haven't shown up yet, so they'll be rolling with Tyler Huntley. And I think they're 9-point underdogs. So I don't see them winning that. And I don't see them covering that spread either. So I will take the Bengals in this one. Moving on to the next game, which is the Monday night game of the Cowboys and the Buccaneers. I believe that the Cowboys should beat the Buccaneers, but if it comes down to 2 minutes and the score is tied and the ball is given to Tom Brady, then it's GG's, for the Cowboys. But I think the Cowboys should handle business. If they call the right plays, Dak Prescott have to throw the ball 30 times or less. He can't throw the ball. He can't drop back 40 times, 50 times, and like try to throw the ball like that. Because we've seen that this season, and it's been failure most of the time. We've seen a lot of interceptions. Now, some of the interceptions not his fault. It's some tip-ups and stuff, but a lot of risky passes. Because, like, of course, if you throw a ball and a guy backs off his chest like that, and it's picked off, Chris is on your record, but you might say, well, it's not his fault, really, but it's kind of his fault, because you see him double covered over there. So the ball bounced up in the air. There's 2 guys over there. What's the likely chance of your guy coming down with it when there's 2 guys in the area? So that Prescott got to learn how to throw the ball better. Titans game was crazy. When he threw the 2 interceptions to Byard. The tip-up one, Byard was kind of bounced up over there, and he got the tip-up one. Like, you can put blame on both Dak and what's the name from, on that play. But the other one was straight Dak. When you're on the right hash, the far hash side of the field, and you're throwing to the other side of the field, you're on the right hash, you can't throw the ball like inside like that. You got to have to stretch it to the other side and throw it over. And he threw it inside and got picked off by Kevin Byard. But hopefully, and then this past game against the Commanders, I don't know what was going on. Dak threw another pick 6. He threw a lot of pick 6s this year. I don't know how. Hopefully, no pick 6 in the playoffs. But I think the Cowboys should win this game, and I would have it being like a low scoring game. I say it'd be like 24 to like 21 or 24 to 20. 24 to 20. I think that'd be like a low scoring game like that. I feel like I got to win this game through the run game, through Tony Pollard's legs, to whoever legs Ezekiel have left. You got to win through that type of style. And let Dak Prescott drop back and throw the ball less than 30 times. 30 times is the max. 30 times or less, like that. Don't have him throw the ball all those 40 times like that, because we've seen that throughout his career, and it all led to failure. So hopefully that can happen, and the Cowboys will win that one. But I got the score being 24 to 20. Cowboys win. And I believe that's all the games. Yeah, I think I mentioned all the games, hopefully. But that's all I got for this video, guys. Let this video leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.